Hello and welcome to this week's Counter Attack with me, Jamie O'Hara, and the legend Jose Enrique is with me. Massive burning question this week. It's the first appointment of the season, and it is Nottingham Forest appointing Nuno Espirito Santo. Steve Cooper got the tin tack. And why have they done it, do you think, Jose? Why have they gone with Nuno?
Well, I'm not sure if Nuno is the right man or no. Time will tell, but definitely they needed a change. They are, I think, it's 5 points from relegation. Last year they were already struggling. They trusting Cooper. They renewed his contract last year, and obviously for everything that they have spent, I believe they expecting better. No, at least
Yeah.
not suffering. And they are suffering. They are actually there. I don't think they will get relegated unless with the change now, but definitely are there, fighting for no relegation. So
Yeah.
I think they're expecting more from the team. I'm not sure what you think.
Yeah, I think look, they've stuck by him for a long time, Steve Cooper, because of what he's done for the football club, getting them up into the Premier League, and he's done an amazing job. But now they're there, and they've spent a few quid. I think they've spent over like
Yeah,
200-300 million pounds. And if you're spending that sort of money, and they've signed some good players, they've got a good team.
yeah,
When you're seeing them getting pumped and they're not playing well, and there's no cohesion in the dressing room, you can see it in the way they play. He keeps changing his side. He still doesn't know what his best 11 is. He's had him for 2 years. He still don't know what team to pick. I just think in the
yeah,
end they've gone, you know what? I think now's the time. Yeah, he's done a great job, but no one's unsackable. You've
yeah.
done a good job, and he's going to go on and get another job. It's not like he's done a terrible job and be like, that's it, Steve Cooper's done. He'll probably go and get another Premier League job. He'll be given the
Yeah,
opportunity to do that.
yeah,
But I think it
and
not,
I don't,
Nottingham Forest had to move on.
yeah, and I don't think he can complain either because at the end, the reality last year, in one point, the team was doing performing really bad, and they renewed his contract. Everyone was asking
Yeah.
actually to get the sack. They trusted him. They give him the chance the whole season. He stayed in the Premier League, but obviously, like you said, at the end, they spent a lot of money. They give him the trust again, and now you are fighting again for the same thing. When I believe, like you say, with all this money they have spent, the target would have been a different thing. So I think it's fair enough, the change. Nuno will be the right man. Time will tell.
Right, Jose, ahead of Sunday's game, we've got a combined Liverpool and Arsenal 11 to get through. We'll try and do this together, mate, but we never ever agree. But I'm sure there's a few things that we'll agree on. That Alisson is definitely the number one keeper. Not Raya, not Ramsdale.
Yeah, I don't think we can argue about that one. I think for me, it's the best goalkeeper in the world, and Liverpool probably is one of, obviously, it's Mo Salah and other top signings that they made in club era. But I actually believe he is with Salah the most consistent player since Klopp arrived to Liverpool. So it has to be, like you say, it has to be the starter without any doubt.
What about left backs? I mean, you can't really put Zinchenko in there, can we? I think we'd have to agree that Robertson's still the left back.
Yeah, Robertson is injured, so if you want to put Zinchenko, I understand, because Robertson is not available for this game. But I don't think you can argue, even if I like Zinchenko a lot, that Robertson is the best left back, between the three probably. To Miyasu can play there as well, but no, not at this like, kind of level. So definitely, like you say, Robertson, and obviously if you don't want to include him because obviously of the injuries, I agree to put Zinchenko, but I leave you this one to you.
Yeah, mate, let's go Robertson left back. I'll go. Look, Van Dijk has to go in the centre half, right? And then
100%.
alongside me, I would say Saliba.
I agree as well. Look, we agree. For
I
now,
mean, we're agreeing on something. Are you all
yeah,
right?
yeah,
What's
well,
going on here? Are you
yeah,
are you
yeah.
are you fit?
No, to be honest, I actually agree with Saliba. The only thing is too that Gabriel, the center back from Arsenal is doing really well as well. But Van Dijk and Saliba has to be the two main ones.
Yeah. Are we still
It's
putting
not
Trent
that.
at right back? Is that still a thing?
Look, yesterday he played as a holding midfield when he came in the game. But the reality, apart from this game, most of the games he's playing as a right back. And for me, Arsenal is still struggling a little bit about that. Obviously, they signed Timber in the summer, still injured now, so we don't see too much of him. And Trent is really performing this year. I don't think he's playing as a right back, really, like you
No.
say. I don't think so. But still, when they defend is on the four line on the right side. So yeah,
The
I
thing
will
is,
put
is
Trent,
we're
100%.
putting Trent at right back, and look, well, I kind of have to put him in there because of how good he is. but every
Yeah,
single game, he is a target for the other team. They work on every week getting him isolated on the wing. So, yeah, look, he's great going forward, and yeah, his passing is just a joke. And I actually think he's going to end up being just a centre midfield player. But
yeah,
teams target him every game. Like he's the one.
yeah.
They go right. Where's the weakness in Liverpool's side? Trent.
Yeah, but I think it's just give up, in that position. I really believe he doesn't want to play there anymore. The way you can see him perform week in, week out, he doesn't want to play there anymore. He wants to play as a midfielder. When he plays there, he make a difference. Yesterday, he gives 2 assists coming from the bench. Like you say, it's a joke, the kind of pass range, the quality of the pass. So
Yeah,
I think he's already done it as a left back. He's won every single thing. He was, for me, for a few years in a row, the best right back in the world. But now, like you say, he's a target because I don't think he put the effort to defend anymore. He doesn't want to play as a right back anymore.
no,
But the
no,
reality, if you look at Arsenal's right backs, I still believe that Trent, because in midfield now, obviously, it's going to be another argument, but in midfield, is unbelievable
yeah.
between the two sides. So I will put Trent as a right back. I will
All
put
right,
Trent.
midfield then. Declan Rice obviously goes in there. He's been unbelievable this season. What a signing he has. No one's talking about the
Yeah,
£100 million they spent on him because he's worth every penny. And
yeah,
then we've got
yeah.
McAllister, Szoboszlai. I think Szoboszlai got to go in there, right? In terms of what he's done this season.
Yeah, for me, Soboslai has to be there, amigo. I think for me, my two, it will be
Go on.
Odegaard and Soboslai as a number eight, and then obviously Declan Rice as a holding midfield. That will be
What about Kai Havertz?
my.
What about Kai Havertz?
It's been good, but still,
Mate,
I
good.
want to.
He ain't stopped scoring.
Yeah, yeah, but I want to see if he can do it more often. He's been doing that for 3 weeks or 4 weeks now. I want to see if he can do it for half of the season. The reality last season we were talking how bad signing he was, for the team, and now all of a sudden he's in the starting 11 of between these two.
Right, in an Arsenal,
And other
in a Liverpool, in a combined Liverpool Arsenal 11 right now to play at the weekend, Kai Havertz is in the team,
for me now, for me
but
now,
he
I
is
still.
because
So
he's the best
you put
performing
him.
midfielder.
So you put him ahead of Odegaard and Soboslai, ahead of these
I,
two.
I put him ahead of Szoboszlai right now. If you're talking about the game at the weekend, I'm going right now.
How
Kai
many?
Havertz.
Let me ask you something because I think I don't know. Jamie, actually, you seen Szoboszlai this season? Did you see
I've
him
seen him,
play?
mate. I've watched him. I've watched him.
You didn't even watch one fucking full game. 100%.
I've watched him. I've watched him. Kai Havertz. He's got to go in there, mate. Based on form in the last month, Kai Havertz has to go in there, whether you like it or
I'm
not.
sorry. Listen, if he
Whether I
was
agree with
another
it or
player,
not, he's got to go in there.
listen. If he was another player, I will give it to you. Soboslai, that for me. It was between him and Madison, but obviously Madison has been injured. For me, it's the signing of the season so far, in my opinion, of the Premier League. And you are putting Kai Harvey in front of him. Nah, I
So
can allow you. I can allow you someone else.
right, so let's
Not
move on. So
Soboslai. Not
we
Soboslai.
got Rice, Odegaard, and Kai Havertz in the midfield. Who are you playing on the wing?
No, 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 no. You can take Odegaard if you want, but Soboslai have to be there. No fucking chance. Soboslai has to be on the side. Between Harvard and Odegaard, you can choose, But I love Odegaard. For me, it has to be Odegaard, But if you want Harvard, I get it. But Soboslai, come on, Jamie,
Why don't we
come
put
on,
Kai
please.
Havertz up
I
front
think,
then?
I think you have a little bit of knowledge of football. I know that, So please, come on.
All right, I'll take one for you. All right, so Bozzolai has to go in there because he's your mate. All right, Salah and Saka again. Look, for me, yeah, everyone talks about Saka, and Saka's an amazing player, world class player, right? Salah is still on another level to Saka, in my opinion. His goal scoring record and the way he plays, the stats that he puts up every single week, every season, no one can get near him in the right winger in the world. He's that good. For me,
Yeah.
Salah, best right winger in the world.
100%. At the end, you can say whatever. Some games he looks like he's not there because obviously he's playing every single game. That's the truth. And I think he's got injury once in all this time that he's been at Liverpool. So it's unbelievable what he's doing. But like you say, I think the numbers that this guy is putting. I love Saka. Don't get me wrong. I love Saka, and if you ask me to sign one right now, I will sign Saka because of the age. Because you have a longer time period player. But right now, one game, who you trust the most? Salah,
Salah.
100%. I'm with you,
Agreement.
100%.
Yeah, yeah. All right, and then the other's pretty simple, right? Jesus, Martinelli. I mean, Nunes, no. Diaz is a good player, but I think Martinelli's he's so good.
I love Diaz a lot, but it's true that Martinelli give you what Luis Diaz give you, and at the same time, he's giving you numbers as well.
Yeah.
That's the truth. That what Luis Diaz is missing in giving you the numbers. But I love Luis Diaz. I actually believe he's a five. But I think Martinelli, I agree with you, and Gabriel Jesus, they have to be the both star. But Luis Diaz, I still so there. With Martinelli. But I agree. Apart from one player, we agree in the starting 11. So not bad, Jamie?
Yeah. It's
Not bad.
not as bad as it normally is. Kai Havertz should
Yeah,
be in there though.
don't make me put the phone down, please. Okay?
Yo, there's big games at the weekend. Spurs v Everton. We'll start with that one. Got back amongst it, Spurs, with a couple of decent performances. But Everton, good side. I think they've 4 on the bounce, unbeaten. 4 clean sheets. Looking good for Sean Dyche. But in my opinion, look, this one for me, I think Spurs are going to be too strong at home, Jose. I think we'll go and win the game. I think we've shown now that we can cope a little bit with only missing a few injuries. But once we've got the big boys back, I think we're going to be too strong for Everton, and I think we need to sign players in January. But this one here, mate, I'm excited for us with Ange Postecoglou, the team that he's put together, and the way he's playing football. I'm really, really enjoying watching Spurs play, and I think everyone is.
Yeah, I think they're playing fantastic football. I didn't know this manager before, and the way they are playing, like you say, is fantastic. The only thing he needs is backup from the owner, and like you say, sign the right players and make sure he made the squad stronger, to be able to fight for nicer things. That's the truth. But like you say, he's a very good manager. I believe he can become one of the best managers in the Premier League for a long time if they give him the backup. If they don't,
Yeah,
obviously it's gonna be difficult for him, because at the end it's many top clubs. Aston Villa's getting there, Newcastle as well, so it's gonna be tough, to be there. But like you say, it's too tough for Everton. Everton is a difficult side to play against. It's very difficult. But I think Tottenham should win this game. I think Tottenham should win it. I agree
yeah,
with
I
you.
agree, mate. I agree. It's good to see Richarlison getting some goals again. I think he's still got a lot to offer, and he gets frustrated, I think, with his own ability and not scoring goals. But you can't get away from the fact that he is an international goal scorer, and I think he'll do the business. I'm gonna go 3-1 Spurs this one, mate. I'm gonna get Sonny on the score sheet. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a good day at the office for us.
I'm gonna go just to change for 2-1. I think it's gonna be a tough game, between the two sides.
Jose, your former team, Liverpool, they're playing a huge game against Arsenal at the weekend. Massive game at the top of the table. How do you see this one going?
It's a tough one, I think it's obviously by the table it's the best two sides one in the Premier League, even if it's not because Manchester City is up there as well. But it's an amazing whoever wins this game, they is the top of the table. Obviously Arsenal, if they get a draw, they're still top of the table, but playing at Anfield, against Arsenal, I think it's gonna be a beautiful game. Beautiful. If I was in England, I would have loved to go and watch this game. Because I think both teams, the proposition of the style of play, from both managers, I think it's gonna be very, very interesting game. Lot of intensity. I hope Liverpool wins, and I believe actually they will. But it's gonna be a very, very tough game. What do you think
Yeah,
about it?
I think Liverpool are going to win. I don't know why. I just think the rallying cry from Jurgen Klopp about the atmosphere. What did you make of that? Have you seen this about him moaning about the atmosphere at Anfield, saying it needs to be better? I mean, you've played at Anfield, Jose.
Yeah.
What is the atmosphere? I mean, whenever I've played there, it's Anfield, so it's always been a bit of a special moment because it's such. You played there week in, week out. Is the atmosphere a problem?
No, I think what happened is complaining because it looks like against West Ham, it wasn't the atmosphere that he wanted. But the reality, like more in these kind of games that are cup games, that
Yeah.
they are important, but they are not as important. So many of the fans they know the main players are not going to play. it's many tourists that they buy the players and go and watch. And they support Liverpool as well, but they are not as maybe as the ones that they are there every week, And, so it's normal the atmospheres go down. It happens in this kind of games. But against Arsenal, it's no any doubt that they're gonna turn up, and it's gonna be rocking and it's gonna be amazing, So to be honest, I don't know why he's done that. I always support Klopp in more or less everything he does, but complaining about that, I don't think he was. I don't know why he did it, to be honest.
Yeah, strange one, because I think the Liverpool faithful were pretty special fans, aren't they? They follow the club home and away. Their support is incredible. So I think maybe it's just a bit of a rallying cry, to be like, look, we got Arsenal at the weekend. We can win this title. We need Anfield to be absolutely rocking. Even before the game when the coaches are coming in, he wants it like a Champions League night. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why he's done it. I don't think he really thinks the atmosphere is not great.
But Jamie, it's going to happen. Against this guy, it's like against Manchester United. It was great, the atmosphere. It's like you see, and they say, no, it wasn't as great as other games. Well, it wasn't goals in the games. It happens. The fans, they get frustrated. But against Arsenal, knowing that is the main competitors right now, because Manchester City, I believe, is going to be there as well. But they know a win is massive for Liverpool. We go top of the table again. So it's going to be rocking. But Klopp is true that, like you say, he likes to play with the minds a lot, with the fans. And he knows Liverpool fans love him, So if Klopp say that, as soon as Klopp say that, on the weekend, the fans, they go, okay, you will see Klopp. I think he does it because he knows the fans, they're going to reply to him in a good way,
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool, mate. I think Salah will get on the score sheet. I think he's going to grab the headlines. I fancy Liverpool, mate. I really do. I think they could win the league.
Yeah, I think they can do. I think they need a number 6. Liverpool need a number 6, 100%. They need a number 6. But obviously, like you said, with Trent there, maybe you need a right back as well. So obviously, it's a little bit of a mess on that position to make it clear, really. But I'm going to go for 3-0 for Liverpool. I actually believe they're going to kill them. Yesterday, the game was
3-0.
Fantastic. 3-0. They rested a lot of players yesterday, and the team yesterday, it was fantastic against West Ham yesterday. The intensity of the team. If they are able to put this kind of intensity at home against Arsenal, with the starting 11, I really believe they're gonna destroy them. In Anfield, I really believe they're gonna destroy them. I'm gonna go for 3-0.
Right, Jose, the usual win, lose or draw from fixtures from the weekend. Let's start with Aston Villa v Sheffield United. What we saying?
Aston Villa win.
Yeah, standard. West Ham v Man United. I'm going to go for a draw.
Actually, I agree with you. I think it's going to be tough for Manchester United. Very tough. I think, like you said, I'm going for a draw as well.
Fulham v Burnley. I'm going to go for a Fulham win.
I agree as well.
Luton v Newcastle. Newcastle got so many injuries. I'm going to go draw.
No, I think Newcastle will win. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I don't think it's going to be many goals, but I think Newcastle will be able to handle and win as well.
Right. Nottingham Forest v Bournemouth.
I will go for Bournemouth win, but the reality with the change of managers, how players are as well. They can react in a good way.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to go draw.
I'm going to go for a draw as well. I will have to go for Bournemouth win, but with the new manager, I'm going to go for a draw as well.
All right, Spurs v Everton. I'm going to go Spurs win.
I'm going to go Spurs win, yeah.
Liverpool v Arsenal. I'm going Liverpool win.
Liverpool win as well, yeah.
Wolves v Chelsea. I'm going to go...
With Chelsea right now. With Chelsea, it's so difficult to say
because
it depends the game, and Wolves is a difficult team, They have good players as well. But I think Chelsea should win this game. I'm going to go for
I'm going to go draw. I'm going to go for a draw.
Okay, that's good. Different. Perfect.
Yeah, something different, mate. Thanks for watching us this week on The Counter Attack with me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jose Enrique. Merry Christmas to everyone, and we'll see you next week.